Alright, so we're going straight into this game. So G2 going, oh no, Sentinels going with the kind of Viper default wall and orb. Meanwhile, they don't have any mid or B presence. So as you can see, G2 have really pushed down here. But it doesn't really matter because Sentinels are like, screw it, we're going out A main. And they just kind of bombarded out. Nukia got caught absolutely off guard in this angle. I don't understand why though. Should have had a good setup because they had also the Sage Wall Heaven.
Let's see how much ground they can get. Like the
So I'm not entirely sure what happened there, stream.
He's leaning forward, catches the
I mean, YouTube stream.
Well.
And then Sentinel's playing everyone on site and one here, so at least they have one behind screens and they have everyone towards elbow. So it's not the end of, it's not this, a super bad setup. They just kind of fight together and play together, and that was quite good. I have over on the flank though, he could get another kill. Oh no, he's dead now. Yeah, not bad by Sentinels. They had a time limit, is all I'm worried. It was all I was worried about. They had about like 10 seconds before G2 might have done something aggressive towards mid or B. It was like a coin toss exec there. But luckily they managed to get out. I think G2's reaction wasn't very good there. The suck was good, but Nukia dying was not good enough, you know. He can't be dying there. If he didn't die, I think G2 could have taken that round with a nice nade and suck combo. Okay, let me just double check the stream's okay. Yeah, testing my mic. Yeah. Okay, so you can see Sentinels going for the wall and orb combo again. So what that means, it pretty much denies G2 any control around here, you know. If G2 want to counter it, what they can do is smoke the Viper off here, so then no one has control of this, and that's kind of how you can counter it. However, Sentinels are going like for a very split play right now. They got the Astra and they got the Sage and the Reyna kind of going out B with the wall and together. Meanwhile, they were working mid with the Jet and the I think it was the Astra. So the reason why this worked was because G2 stacked A, essentially. That's pretty much why. If G2 had been playing a bit more of a mid or like a B setup, it could have been a bit scary and a bit risque. But because they played and stacked A, it actually worked out quite well for Sentinels. So 2-0 to Sentinels, full flawless round, really good for their economy. 5 Spectres. I don't think they have a rush, they don't have a very good rushing team. They do have the Jet Dash, but I think they'll still take it quite cool, calm and collected. But we'll see. Oh my goodness, Shazam on the flank there. Coming in. Alright, next round. So yeah, it looks like they're not going for any kind of rush or anything. They're playing it quite chilled. I'm going to put this down there because this is annoying me, so I'm going to put it up here. Is there a way to hide it? Probably not. Alright, so as you can see, 4-man mid control here. They haven't actually used any of their stars yet, but it looks like a suck in ropes and a stun in mail. But G2 being very aggressive towards middle and just shutting it down. You saw Zoms actually use his smoke and wall combo. G2 have countered it by putting Sage in front of both of that combo, allowing them to have full information whether A main is under control, which means that G2 can really focus all their efforts on the mid control, which is what they're doing right now. They actually got the kill, so actually staying here is a bit risky. But Sentinel's really working up the B split here. They found an opening, it seems. They really want to go for this B split. It's actually not a split, it's just everyone up B heaven. It makes sense with the Spectres, you know, all running and gunning together, trading out. But it looks like Kellogg's managed to get that kill out of it, yeah. They didn't have enough utility to clear out everything, but to get it down... Actually, no, 3v1 isn't that great. I think a good round. Good round overall from G2. Shut down the mid control. They did actually manage to get the B split going, but that got kind of shut down as well, so not bad. Right, both teams got guns now. I think you're going to see an actual default from 10 Sentinels now. I think someone might go with Viper. Yeah, so it looks like they're not going to have much mid control. What's going to happen is Astra's going to be hovering around middle, just holding for this sort of push. Oh, hey Shazam. Give him a little top hat. Looking very dapper, Shazam. Very nice. It looks like, yeah. So the Viper Orb's going to go out. The smoke's going to go up. Oh, sick finding a kill on Kellogg's there is huge. Let's see how Sentinels react. So instantly Sentinels are already going for this A. You know, they've completely left B main control. They ain't no messing about. They're like, we're coming straight back to A. This is a set protocol. Mix were actually getting a kill that was big as well. Nukia shutting it down. They could end up dying here. Yeah, they blimmin' now. So what was happening there is these two were fighting, expecting like, I don't know, 2 or 3 there. And the fights were actually working out for them. But what happened was they hovered too long and the reinforcements then came over because there weren't going to be any reinforcements from G2 because of the fact that the kill was here from Sentinels. But because Sentinels got this kill, it meant that the G2 players still had to stay and probably re-clear this or just be wary of B main. Meanwhile, they're already around here ready to trade out the people who were defaulting towards A. So it still felt like a heavy default towards A. It didn't feel like an actual A exec because of this kill on Kellogg's. Walking into the Viper ulti is very good. Catches most Vipers off guard. Not sure how they're going to trade this. Zom's getting a big ulti off here to kind of protect Sick. But he came on the flank. Sick, big round there. Not bad ulti from Zoms, really. It cuts off Sick, meaning he has a bit more time and space to play with. And a better angle, because like he could just hold them pushing the wall. So, pretty good. Nice recovery, yeah. So look, you'll see, look, Sick, who's not actually meant to be here, manages to get that big crucial kill on Nukia. And actually that kill on Coldamenta too. Sick is sick. Essentially. Sick is essentially what I'm saying. Nice little default from Sentinels there. Now, they're opting, once again, anti-eco. They're going for this. These two working here, these two working here. And Viper just making presence towards A, holding for the push. G2 not really punishing this wall play at the moment. And obviously Shazam's walking up middle. Zoms are smoked off ropes, so this Raze can't really punish anything. Shazam's going for that peek. He's clearing out ropes. Gets a little dink on Nukia, but Nukia actually favors him. Oh no, it was an equal battle, really. You can see here, they've gone for the wall and the Reyna play, but what's happened here, they've been smoked off, so they haven't really committed. But it looks like they're going out again, clearing out all these close left angles, so all they have to worry about is around here, really. So it looks like Sentinels are coming back now because they know that close left is clear. So all they have to do is hold this angle. And they like slowly work themselves out and they got the kill onto Avova swinging aggressively for info. Now it's a case of holding out for the teammates to come in. Dapper even pulling out his util there. That was a bit optimistic. Should have kept his gun out there. But he did get one, which is quite good. However, he did give Coldamenta a gun. Will G2 be able to convert anything here? Probably not. The wall is now down though, but I still think the smoke in heaven is being very annoying for them. Oh, he actually gets one. That slow is quite good. It means no one can swing at pillar. As you can see there, he tried to swing onto Nukia. Nukia shuts him down. The wall back sight was interesting, but it got broken instantly by obviously. Alright, so that was happening this round. So I think G2, Kellogg's needs to simmer down a bit. The rule on CT side split is try not to give them a kill. Because attacking the sites is so obvious most of the time. And also, it's so obvious, and also it's very hard to work to like get up onto the site. So ideally you want to be staying alive. You don't really need to make that many plays, you just need to make it awkward for them to get control. So the slow comes in again. Kellogg's peeking this angle, has B main on lock. So essentially what that means is Astra can now rotate over and focus his attempts on mid. Nukia invested the blind showstopper there, which was kind of mental. Oh, it does happen. Oh man, he's really fighting. Alright, there we go. He got the kill. 2 kills there. Raze in middle, man. Raze is really strong at middle stream. It's so hard to like deal with her utility because she has a boombot, a nade, a blast pack. It's really hard and very obnoxious. Because they died at middle, Dapper tried to use his smoke and wall to work himself up onto ramp, but Coldamenta was aware of it and managed to take him out. I don't think Dapper's smoke is that good, because what it means is someone could be tucked into this corner. Now I think the best smoke is to make it land like this, so they can't sit in here, which means that you can get out to here, put the smoke down, and fight that angle. Whereas Dapper kind of just walked into Coldamenta's crosshair instead of using his smokes to give him that kind of like timing advantage. So overall, a nice shutdown there from G2. Not too aggressive. I guess Nukia was the one that was being super aggressive, but he did have utility, so he was playing off of his utility and probably off of the Sage and whatnot. Both teams not opting for a flash agent, other than I guess Reyna's kind of has a flash, but it's not like a Sky or anything, which is interesting. So you can see here, Astra, actually they've gone for the kind of full kind of eco, buying up Sheris and little armor. They're using the Viper wall again to kind of get control of A ramp. They flash through, so we know at least 2 are towards A right now. Meanwhile, they're kind of just holding out at middle. And because of all this pressure towards A, what it's meant is Nook is now rotated off, meaning middle's kind of free for Shazam to kind of walk into rope rooms. Kellogg's shutting down the B main as well. It seems like Jet AWPing in B main is very strong. I used to be doing that back when I was a Jet AWPer. I think it's just so strong because these angles are quite hard for Jet to kind of play off of, whereas the B main is like, you can really punish any sort of B split because it's going to be hard for them to clear you out. As Tens is about to witness as well if he's about to die. Holy moly, okay, so welcome. All I'm saying is Fnatic did better than G2 right now, so I'm just saying, like, maybe we're better. Yeah. The Killjoy ulti here is a bit optimistic. Oh no, they have a buy. Really nice timing on the molly there, and they kind of just force themselves out. The ulti is really bad here. They have nothing to punish this ulti. They should have done this ulti. Instead, it meant that Dapper could just sit here, shoot his molly, and hold the cross. They have no flashes. Sheesh.
And this is the problem. You talk about the composure.
That's a round you don't really want to be losing.
They will take a mile, and that was just systematically breaking down.
Oh my goodness.
Of G2's defense, and Tens in perfect position.
I think Kellogg's started shift walking into the angle, which wasn't great. If he was holding it, I think he had more of a chance of winning.
That's the thing. As soon as those weapons come through, even with the lockdown.
I love this. Look at it. Look at it.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, shout out to cameraman, whichever one caught. They're like,
okay, he's getting spicy in this. It's getting a bit spicy, isn't it?
We do have a timeout.
Oh, we have a timeout. Yeah, they need a timeout.
That's a round where you're like, okay, well, they got a stinger, a couple of sheriffs. Okay, we'll just play this.
I think Sentinels aren't really doing much.
Maybe don't ego challenge.
I haven't really seen much. I don't think there's much that G2 should change. There hasn't been enough rounds. The only problem that round was they got Sheriff one tapped on both ends.
Again, I think something that we talked about throughout, you know, the regular season.
I don't think it was necessarily bad.
The mechanical ability of some of the North American players. It does push pretty high, and they are able to bring that out whenever required.
For me, personally, as a Viper lurking, just send Reyna there, man. I think if you send Reyna there, she can be quite obnoxious and very annoying. Like, as a Viper, and I know that Reyna's holding me, I can't really do much, because I know that if she gets a kill, she can just disperse out before anyone trades her, you know? So I think that could be one solution, throwing the Reyna towards A. I think this is way too passive. Like, you're just gifting them all this control for free. They should be putting Killjoy on B at this point, or getting aggressive in here. I think they're giving Zoms, they're giving Dapper way too much respect and way too much control.
Have to prove to us that they're able to innovate and adapt.
So the smoke comes in, as you can see. Wall goes up. They actually smoke close middle, G2 does, and Kellogg's kind of working aggressively close behind it. So they got him into a good position. He's just chilling. Meanwhile, you know, you can see Sick here getting his confidence slowly but surely, working into B main on his own, because G2 have nothing to punish him with. They have 0 flashes to kind of like be like surprised. So I think Sick can just be like confident in holding these sort of angles. Zom's holding the mid push. Meanwhile, they're working up A using the smokes, and Tens actually has the AWP now. He's going to be posted up on Nukia. Oh, he actually misses the flick onto him there. Meanwhile, Tens has actually walked through into mid here. Oh, it's Shazam on Jet. Sorry, I confused the people on the Jet. Tens, obviously, because he was able to, whilst they were peeking here, he worked through the A main, realizing it felt kind of empty. He managed to get really good timing onto CT, get that kill. And Sentinels just playing really good fundamentals. I don't even know if you could, like, you can't really teach this. This is like experience, you know? It's just understanding the map and understanding how it feels. Like, if G2 pushed here, then maybe there's 2 towards middle. Zoms calls that. So maybe that means, like, they're playing A passively if these people are able to push there. Sick noticing one on B as well. They're really pressuring, like, this side of the map, really, for G2. Meanwhile, G2 have zero clue whether Sentinels were here or not, so they just got abused.
Sentinels will probably want to remove this from him.
I don't know how strong the
Let me have a
economy
quick
is right now.
water break.
Sentinels, I didn't actually take note of that, so I wonder how much they're willing to
A
do
quick
to
water
get
break,
out.
sponsored by
Sentinels
Boaster.
probably exiting,
G2,
getting
water,
far
are
away,
you
so it should be
doing?
safe enough, maybe just
Ping.
leaving one to chase. Actually, a boat is just fine, so yeah,
Another
no
dad
real
joke.
threats
Don't
beyond
know why
that.
I did that.
Rifle should be kept on either side. Yeah, so Op still in play for Shaz as well. So Zoms and Shaz.
The Sentinel's
keep
proper
hold of that,
giving
so
it
at
like,
least
what are
keep that
you
economy nice and
doing,
healthy,
bro?
filtering that
Yo,
through
bro, I'm
GT as
ice
well.
cold, bro.
GT
You
here,
can't,
the
you
shotgun
can't
for
touch
Mixed
these
One
ice cold
as a start, not normally
veins.
something we often say or
I'm
see.
insane
He's
in the
definitely a bit
veins.
of a rock for the side, bit of that safe pair of hands, but he's been a little absent thus far.
Yeah,
Oh,
the thing I
nice
want to
kill
see
by
from
Shazam
G2
there,
here
but
is them
nice.
become a little more decisive.
Alright, so the wall again, same default, smoke here, usual biz. Stars here, so I'm not sure if they normally do these stars on their default, but what this could potentially mean is they're going to be heavier towards middle. Probably going to smoke the ropes like they normally do, and have this star as a kind of like reaction star. If Shazam gets peaked, they could drag on that star and Shazam could maybe punish. This smoke is really good. Okay, so no, what they're deciding to do is pressuring the B again, so it's almost like the anti-eco, except they're doing it on a buy round. G2 are playing way too passive, man. Oh, but Avova gets 2, so I'll allow it. Shazam getting that kill is big. Dapper almost punished there. Managed to get his ulti off, but he's going to wrap around in his ulti. G2 players are now boxed off at backside. That's quite funny. I don't know if he should do this. Kellogg's is going to know it now. It's been too long. I think he could have got the ulti there. So I think what happened there, stream, was this pillar angle seems to be very strong for defenders, you know? Especially when enemy teams wall this, because essentially what this wall means is that you're pretty much... Oh, sorry. The wall means you're pretty much safe anywhere around here. So it gives them a lot of space and a lot of... it makes it less stressful for the defenders. However, there is a gap in the wall, though. It's so European, isn't it? Come on! But they did get the initial kill, just the Sage res, I think. Oh no, they didn't even get the Sage res. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Avova just got the 2k. Shazam really flying up there, trying to catch anyone close to the smokes and whatnot. Oh, Mixwell with a boost over this wall is super smart. Really nice punish there. That's a really good punish. Shazam with a good trade, though. Oh, he's dead now. Nice kill by Nukia there. So that was a nice little reaction there. So if enemy teams are doing this wall and this smoke, this orb, you can do that Sage wall. That's a really good reaction by Mixwell, getting that kill. Unfortunately, he did get traded by Shazam, but it was overall pretty good. This wall is quite interesting because the enemy teams are not really going to be playing around here, and it does give you more space. With the Sage slow, it means they can't swing off this angle as well. They get the bomb plant and they get quite a lot of control of the site. Obviously, they don't get the vital part, which is the pillar. So obviously, G2 with a 2-man advantage, all they have to do is stay alive. So they didn't force anything. They didn't push through the wall when the bomb was being tapped. They believe in the retake. Avova getting himself nice and close to the smoke. Oh. Invest in an ulti, which is quite heavy here. Zoms managing to get one was big, but Sick not managing to capitalize on anyone. And a nice little retake there. I don't think he had any stars, because if he had a star, he could just smoke that, and it's pretty much the same thing. Still, 6 rounds attack side is super good for Sentinels. I do wonder how they're going to manage on CT side, but their comp is actually not too bad, so they should be able to manage.
They have such a good read on when to hit these rotations, right? When to catch G2 out, create their own gap almost in the defense. And this is another perfect example. Yes, a head count maybe is a consideration to make here, but G2 remain composed on the retake and they only leave one.
Why is he not swinging that guy behind the wall? It's so fucked. Alright, let's put out this up, guys. Yeah.
Crazy.
I like the way that like Sentinels, it's actually like a kind of like psychological thing. The way that Sentinels kind of think and how they talk to each other, it's constantly like making sure they keep their kind of confidence and their ego in check. I'm not saying like they're egotistical players, but what I'm saying is like the way they talk about that, like, why is he swinging like that? What the F, you know? The reason they're doing it is to make sure that like they're not blaming themselves. They're blaming the enemy team, like doing something stupid, you know. And that sort of thing can keep certain players like confidence up. So maybe Sick needs that to stay confident, you know, to make sure he's still doing what he can do, you know. All right, so we're back, baby. Here we go. All right, so 6-4 even. Okay, so Mixwell slowing off that B main control, meaning that Sick can't get that control. I don't think this wall actually does a lot. I think they should have done it on A, really. But Kellogg's playing towards A. So the wall is up right now. He's not actually going in front of the wall, which is surprising. He's actually happy to sit behind it. And Sick actually just going up battle stage style, just kind of punishing this passive B mid hold by G2. G2 trying to kind of just gave Sentinels like full reign, and like if you give Sentinels full control, they're gonna go for these sort of picks, you know. They're confident, you know. Like I said with Sick, he was saying like the way he spoke was to keep his confidence up, and then next round he goes and does that, you know. Now what they're doing is like this wall means that G2 slightly panic. They don't actually see, look, this panic ult here. They don't actually know where Sentinels are right now because Kellogg's doesn't really have a lot of A main control because he's not playing in front of the smoke. Now he is though, so they have A main control, but we don't actually know where G2 are right now. I think, okay, they are going for this B split. Oh, the Raze nade really slowing it down, but Shazam getting that kill is huge, stream. It's really up to the Zombs. That Zom smoke is good, really required. Oh, Cold and Mena getting caught off by tens. G2 really struggling on this B heaven. G2's B really struggling today, stream. Really struggling. I mean, I'm not streaming, but like, they like, it's like the way with split works is, I think if you're planting at 20 seconds, 10 seconds, I think you've played the round pretty well. Providing that you've been pressuring like really vital choke points, you know. Because did you see the way that like the back and forth, like they get the kill onto Nukia and then Cold them into ultis, so then like they now don't have a killjoy ulti, and then they had to fall back, but then they push back up. Nukia throws his grenade like here. Shazam somehow gets that peak, which is a big kill. Like if he doesn't get that kill, I could see like them not winning this, you know. But it's like that trade of util, and then when they actually want to finally go up B split, they smoke off the B heaven, meaning that the Sage can't like capitalize on anyone like running out, and they manage to get the kill on the Coldamenta, who's on the site on his own. So it's really important on split that Sentinels, the way the Sentinels playing are to bait the util. So the smoking ropes, turret in middle. So this turret is getting a lot of control for G2 right now. It's essentially saying no one is middle. And if the pattern is consistent, when no one's middle, they're all over towards A. So G2 have read into that. They're trying to punish Sentinels, obviously. Like 10's trying to flash up there. They already pre-fire, try to spam him through the smoke. Dap actually had to waste a molly here, whereas if he had my smoke, I don't think he would have wasted it. But Shazam doing what AWPers do, man. AWPers are able to find that kill really, really strong on attack side sometimes, especially a Jet AWPer. You're able to confidently go into these angles and take these aggressive picks and able to dash out. And look at Sentinels once again, like they get a kill on one side of the map, instantly rotating to the other side. And I think when you have a man advantage, execing B main is really strong. They have the Sage wall. Oh, this smoke is quite good by Avova. Will he be able to capitalize on anything though? Nope, because Sentinels know what they're doing. They see that smoke, they spam through it. They make it really awkward for Avova. Avova's not going to have a great time being able to sit into that smoke. They punish him. And they get sight. Sick actually climbed over his wall and actually pushed himself to under heaven, which is a really good afterplant position, especially paired with an Astra smoke. Coldamenta's probably going to want to try and jump out to the left, and he gets that kill. Nice little kill. Obviously 10 swinging off contact of Sick. Boom, boom, boom. Really nice team play. Nukia left in a 1v3. He's got no chance really.
It is absolutely impossible.
Boom. 8-4. 8 rounds on attack side. Really strong half from Sentinels. Really strong half. And they didn't even go A. They went A like
Looking
once.
a little rattled.
But generally, their rounds
So
were
much in terms of
G2
investment
gifting
back
them
into
these
that
free
round.
frags, you know,
Go
like
the way it
Kellogg's at
is.
the start here,
That's
and
a
then
killer.
like you had like
It is. It's gonna be a bit
Be
of a
Heaven
mental block
gifted
as well, I'm
frag,
sure.
and then you had an
That's
A
sort of
ramp
timeout
gifted
straight away
frag.
off.
So back to you guys, Pansy and Hypoc. I hope you guys got something planned.
Well, we've got nothing planned. We're just hanging out, honestly. We're just here watching.
All right, we are back in the game, baby. 8-4. Really good strong half by Sentinels. How good is their defense going to be? So Sage posturing up for an A main wall here. He's going to instantly wall this. Look, they have the 2 Astra Star combo here, so probably a smoke here and a suck here. Meaning that if G2 want to go for this main hit, they're going to really struggle. But we'll see if G2 want to go for a main hit or a Heaven split. We're going to have fast rotations across here using the Viper wall to get across. So this A main wall, yeah, look, instantly straight into A main. Obviously the suck comes in, but Kellogg's doesn't care. He really catches them off. Zoms with the 2 kill though. I think they had double damage. They actually tried to push through his suck and had double damage, so all he had to do was hit them twice. Well, potentially. I think twice. Shazam's got a really nice timing onto Nukia here. That's really big timing. Avova punishing the flanker, but Shazam knocks him down too. It's now a 1v1. How does Kellogg's win this? I think he just holds across. Oh, that's a big round from Shazam stream. Big round.
With the Red Bull clutch in the pistol round and has absolutely no business doing
Nukia planting for the A ramp swing is like all playing for Avova, but meanwhile while Avova's distracted by this dapper flank. He's distracted by this dapper flank. Oh, that's a big kill. Shazam's managed to walk round ramp and into A main.
That was a let's go, baby.
It looked like it. I'm not a great lip reader.
No, but it's a classic. It's a
Oh
classic.
my goodness, they're giving it.
Kick it off and it's
Really
the
big
Thanos
rounds.
thing of I just don't even know who you are. You're looking at these two G2s making all these, you know, social posts, trying to pump it up. You need some results to have a rivalry, and right now at 9-4 after that pistol. Uphill time
Nice hold
now.
by Zoms.
G2
Smoke
just
up.
being
Easy.
put in the blender.
Easy hold stream. Just posting up for the thing. Shazam swinging off Zoms' contact.
And he's gonna
Absolute
do it
shutdown.
again.
Viper wall goes up, meaning the
Gaming.
rotations can come through ropes really fast. Boom, boom, boom. Let me hear say, weho, weho.
Again, yeah, we're going to come in now. Obviously, a good opportunity for Sentinels to make use of carrying across all this weaponry from the previous, but
They're good, aren't they, Sentinels? They're blooming good.
G2 have to dig deep. The mental's being tested. Whether or not we've got anything from the playbook, we're going to see them be able to find success with, but
I read you like a book. I wonder if Shazam actually reads books. I got some good books. I can recommend him if so. Alright, so smoke in A main here from Zoms. Dapper with the smoke here, but also a wall here. So once G2 get past this smoke, they also have another wall to get past, which is kind of interesting. The smoke is super deep here. I do wonder why it's that deep. Maybe it's for Dapper to kind of lurk out with sometimes and get back B main control. But we'll see. Because Tens has managed to push down here. Zom's in the ramp off angle, which is a super strong position. I think Nukia will be ready for it though.
This is the bonus.
Yeah, he's ready for it. But Zoms actually gets the kill on Nukia, but the trade comes in from Coldamento, which is good. That's good play. You know, like you go together. I think it always favors the attack siders if you get a kill 1-for-1. That's for sure. Because it spreads the defenders thin. But because Tens is right here, it means that they have a lot of control. But this... Yeah, I mean, Dapper got caught with his pants down there. I think this orb isn't very good, in my opinion. I was wondering what he was planning to do with it, but I don't think it doesn't buy him enough space, you know? Like, they have this Sage Ball going on right now. If I was the Viper, just throw your orb there, and then Jet normally dashes out to this wood bit, and then you just up your orb, and they can't do anything, because they're boxed in. They're like stuck within here, and if you molly on top of the orb, then you're good, and all you can do is stand behind and spray it, you know? But like, obviously G2 managed to punish that. Sorry, I didn't talk about the rest of the round because I was just talking about like Dapper's setup. I don't think is that nice, personally. But maybe he has a plan for it, like I said, stream. So we'll see. Nice little mid-round play there from G2. like I say, once you get that kill, it spreads the defenders really thin. Tens was pushed middle, but because they didn't come, it meant that only one was on B. And because we got the kill on A, it meant that the other B player who was supporting middle had to rotate to A. So they had like 1, and then 2 here. But luckily, G2 managed to read it. So I don't understand this orb, but I'm going to have to ask him. Ten's once again getting into a nice aggressive position. Lots of control. Let's see. Dapper actually playing full retake here. He doesn't want to hold the site. Why is that? They don't have any ultis. G2 opting for a B main exec here. He's just looking to get 1 kill and done stream here, as you can see. But they get smoked off here. Oh, he's actually dropped out to danger. Now they know that Nuclear could potentially be CT, and these sort of angles here are super strong for the defenders in danger, because with this wall it means that the enemies can only really come around here, so you can really like post up together and hold it. And look at that, Molly in default when the bomb gets tapped, and Sentinels just bombard onto the site stream. Like no messing about here. They wall up, Molly's onto the site, Dapper and Sick just swing round together. They're like, yo, watch out for CT. The guy in CT covers that. Look, watch. So look, managed to get that kill, break that nano, and then look, the Molly comes out, they just swing round together, and they just completely shut it down.
Just sit there.
Did he just dab?
Sentinels absolutely flawless right now in everything they're setting up to do.
It truly is a treat to watch. I don't care what region you're from, who you're a fan of.
I need to get a meme ready for this game. I got a banging meme, I'm going to make it.
From Reykjavik, but still early doors. Best of 3 here, only the first map if you're just tuning in. This was Sentinel's choice, no surprise to the G2 fans. You know, this is not normally within the wheelhouse, and we are seeing obviously a weaker purchase, 1 rifle.
So now G2 are actually pressuring middle, which meant Tens... Oh, actually, Tens has opted to go for the A ramp control. So he's playing a really good angle, but Shazam just shutting it down. This wall seems to be really obnoxious for Sentinels here. Because what it means is, like, yes, it allows for, like, G2 to get up and close. But let's say G2 smoke this or smoke ropes. Then you just up the wall, and then you just post up on your own wall, because G2 will have to swing this. And because G2 don't have a flash, they have no way of punishing this mid wall. I think this mid wall is really good for no flash comps. Really good. Now that I think about it. Because they can't punish it. I think if I was G2, I think the only counter I could think of is smoke here and boombot into ropes through the wall. Boom. Goodness me.
Anything they can't do right now?
No, I don't think there is. I mean, Sean brought up a perfect way, and it's that word protocols, right?
Man, G2 making us look unreal.
Never looking like Sentinels aren't in control, right? They're able to peel back effectively. It's that 3 to 5 second window where they're able to just turn around and.
They're just good. Look at that, man. Ace as well.
Obviously, Sick falling in mid. There's no building pressure on the back of it.
Oh my goodness. The BM.
Clean comms.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go again. So G2 opting to go for kind of like, oh, here we go. We can see Dapper lurk out of his smoke. So his smoke is to lurk out and get himself into B main without this person being able to kind of spot him with an AWP or anything. So that's what it's for, stream. He gets himself into this angle. Meanwhile, Sick has walled off this, and they haven't broken it, which means Shazam can rotate off. And because the wall is still up, Shazam doesn't need to come back straight to B main yet, because they're also pressuring the A main here. So right now, G2 tend to be posturing for a B split, an A split, sorry. Like, they got 2 into ropes. Sage will be coming back. They got a kill onto Tens. Shazam is here, though. He might be able to catch them off guard here. But the trade comes in. I think this is a throwaway round for Sentinels this round. I think Sick dying on his wall was kind of unfortunate. And then obviously Tens not being able to get a frag was unfortunate too. If Tens gets a frag there, which like probably he does quite a lot, it would have been a different scenario.
Dapper gonna give it his best shot. No reason not to. Up through those vents, but he's being watched. Kellogg's eyes trained on it.
Don't think he can win this one. Really good round for G2 in terms of economy, but economy doesn't matter anymore. because they have to win every round following up now. So their economy should maintain at a fairly even level, you know, or obviously keep going up. Whereas Sentinels have so many rounds to work with. They've got ulti rounds, they've got full gun rounds like in a row now. Their money's going to be stacking up. They got a lot of time to close out this game. They won both pistols as well, which is really nice for them.
Every single round.
Yo, nice shot, bro. Yo, nice shot. Nice shot, bro.
Cool.
Oh my goodness. Oh, so the nuke. Ah! That. Oh my goodness. Oh, Shazam just shut him out. Nukia going for that double satchel Raze ulti, but something happened to his Raze ult and he got absolutely shut down. 13-6 half, bloomin' hell. That's quick. So overall, I don't think it was necessarily a great play from Sentinels. I think they were confident, they had good plays, and they had good reads and good reactions. But I think they just outclassed G2. So I think it was well played by Sentinels actually. What am I saying? And the other thing I'm saying is maybe Fnatic better than G2. Woohoo! Come on, LCQ, we're coming for the last chance qualifier, baby. Anyway, I hope you liked this VOD review. I'm going to be doing the next game now, so go check that video out too. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to leave a comment if you want some of this lovely content.